people, this is your girl Alice, and today I am back again with an amazing topic which is literally going to blow your mind, and it is called Redeeming Your Darkness. Now watch this. Our life in dark undermines the life in the light. It undermines what we do in the light. What you do in darkness matters. What goes on in darkness has the power to destroy what you have built in the light. And I've got so many examples that I can share with you today of people we've really looked highly up to, but once their darkness came out, their whole career was destroyed. According to Genesis 8:22, it says, "As long as the earth endures seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night will never cease." Never cease. Day and night will never cease. We'll always have day and night. Now, undoubtedly, we all exist in darkness and in light. We've got two sides. There's an Alice during the day and an Alice during the night. Now, during this lockdown, we are living our dark life because we can't go out there and show people what we're doing in the light. We just can't, because we just can't. So what is happening now is that our darkness is what we are mostly concentrating on as we speak. Now, darkness makes a man very vulnerable, very, very vulnerable. And you don't realize it until it comes up in the light. Until it comes up in the light, then you realize to say, oh my God, there is a dark side of me and there is a light side of me. Now, if we look at the people like Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, Larry Nassar, just to mention a few, their darkness destroyed the light they created. It destroyed the life that they created completely. So we all have a public life and a private life, which is called a double life. It's a double life. More often, the darkness is where we are vulnerable. We are more vulnerable in the darkness. When you sleep, you're vulnerable. Example, Judas went to betray Jesus in darkness. He didn't betray Jesus in the light. So before the lockdown ends, my brothers and sisters, I want to ask you to redeem your darkness and start a life within lightness in everything that you do. Start your life in lightness. Don't find yourself in a darkness, as it's a weakness and it brings out the worst of us. Our darkness brings out the worst of us, my brothers and sisters, and this is not a lie. I kid you not. So be careful that who you are in the darkness is not completely different from who you are in the light. We have a lot of hypocrites that live a very double-sided life. Don't be two different people. Don't be two different people. Living two separate lives. But just live one life, just one life, and that life in the light of God. That's it. That one life in the light of God. Ask yourself, are you prepared for rapture? This is the time you need to be asking yourself these questions. According to the book of Psalms 86:11, it says, "Teach me your way, O Lord. I will walk in your truth. Unite my heart to feel your name." Hallelujah, brothers and sisters. I love this verse. So don't be caught in a compromising situation. There are things, if you keep them in the dark, they will continue to manipulate you and torment you and make things a whole lot worse. Not even better, but a whole lot worse. So ask God. Ask God's light to shine upon you. To shine upon that darkness. Ask God's light to shine upon that darkness. And that light we're talking about is the photizo light. Ask God for that lightness to shine. And this is the Hebrew word, photizo, meaning light. You must have the photizo light within you and the panero light outside you. You should be a light, and honestly, I will not even get into this bit, but let's focus on this darkness. Don't be a hypocrite. The real danger is when the darkness becomes exposed to the light. That's when the real danger is. So everything done in hiding has a tendency of coming out one day. That's right. One day it has a tendency of coming out. And once that darkness surfaces, usually it's collateral damage. Sometimes it's very difficult to even repair whatever you have built so many years, you've taken so many years to build, and it's just destroyed because a dark side of you has come out. And we have seen this. So my point is, let your darkness be a place of developmental growth. Just like a baby in the womb of a mother. When you give birth, when we women, when we give birth, it comes out to the world. The baby comes out to the world, and this world is our light. Let everything manifest when we come out to the light. Let everything manifest. Everything that we have been doing in the darkness, let it manifest. Let the goodness of the Lord be showing upon you. According to James 1:15, it says, when desires have been conceived, it gives birth to sin, and sin, when it is fully grown, brings forth death. And Matthew 6:5 goes on to say that when you pray, go into your room, and when you shut the door, pray to your Father, who is in a secret place, who sees you in secret, but rewards you openly. Our Father rewards us openly. He rewards us openly. Jesus' message to Matthew was to redeem the darkness. It was to redeem the darkness. So the question is, who has your darkness, and how can you regain it? How can you redeem that darkness? That's the question you need to be asking yourself today. So you need to be a better Christian in the darkness than you are in the light. So if anyone was to dig up some dirt in your darkness, they will be blown